The Portuguese language is a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of history. Portuguese journeyed from the sun-drenched shores of the Iberian Peninsula to the far corners of the world. It sailed with explorers, danced with the rhythms of new cultures, and ultimately found a new home in the Americas. This essay explores the fascinating journey of the Portuguese language. We will witness the impact of invasions, the birth of a nation, and the expansion across continents. Join us as we uncover the story of Portuguese, a language forged by empires and shaped by the voices of millions. The story of Portuguese begins with the Roman Empire's conquest of the Iberian Peninsula in the 3rd century BC. As Roman legions marched across the peninsula, they brought with them their language, Latin. Latin, originally spoken by a small tribe in central Italy, began its transformation into the ancestor of many Romance languages, including Portuguese. This vulgar Latin, the everyday language of soldiers, merchants, and colonists, took root in the Iberian Peninsula. Over centuries, it absorbed local influences, laying the foundation for the languages that would emerge centuries later. The indigenous languages of the Iberian Peninsula, including those spoken in the region that would become Portugal, did not disappear overnight. However, the pervasive influence of Latin gradually led to their decline. The Romanization of the Iberian Peninsula intertwined languages and cultures, setting the stage for the emergence of new linguistic identities. After the fall of the Roman Empire, waves of Germanic tribes swept across Europe, leaving their mark on the linguistic landscape. In the 5th century AD, the Iberian Peninsula was conquered by the Visigoths. These Germanic invaders ruled for several centuries, and their language, a form of Gothic, influenced the evolving Romance dialects. Words related to warfare, social organization, and everyday life found their way into the linguistic melting pot. While the Visigothic influence on Portuguese was less pronounced than the Roman influence, traces of their presence can still be found in certain words and grammatical structures. In the 8th century, another wave of conquest swept across the Iberian Peninsula, the arrival of the Moors from North Africa. These Arabic-speaking people brought with them a rich culture and a sophisticated language. Arabic became the language of administration, scholarship, and trade, leaving an indelible mark on Portuguese vocabulary, particularly in areas such as agriculture, science, and the arts. The Reconquista, the Christian reconquest of the Iberian Peninsula from the Moors, was a defining period in the formation of Portugal. In the 12th century, amidst the tumult of battles and shifting borders, the county of Portugal emerged as an independent kingdom. This nascent nation became a crucible for the development of a distinct Portuguese identity, both culturally and linguistically. The language spoken in this region, known as Galaico-Portuguese, began to diverge from other Romance dialects. Galaico-Portuguese flourished in the courts and among the people, finding expression in poetry, literature, and everyday speech. As the Kingdom of Portugal expanded southward, the use of Galaico-Portuguese spread, becoming a powerful symbol of national unity and cultural identity. Section 5. Sailing the Seas of Language. Portuguese in the Age of Discovery. The 15th and 16th centuries marked a golden age for Portugal, a period of unparalleled exploration and expansion known as the Age of Discovery. Portuguese navigators embarked on daring voyages that would redraw the map of the world. They sailed south along the coast of Africa, seeking a sea route to the East Indies. As Portuguese explorers ventured into uncharted waters, they carried their language with them. Portuguese became a language of commerce, diplomacy, and cultural exchange, spoken in bustling ports and trading posts across the globe. The legacy of this era of exploration is still evident today in the presence of Portuguese and Portuguese-based Creole languages spoken on every continent. Section 6. Across the Atlantic, Portuguese finds new roots in Brazil. In 1500, the Portuguese explorer Pedro Álvares Cabral landed on the coast of South America, claiming the land that would become Brazil for the Portuguese crown. As Portuguese colonists established settlements and plantations in Brazil, they brought their language, culture, and traditions to this vast new land. Portuguese took root in Brazil, mingling with the languages of the indigenous people, and, later, with the languages of African slaves, giving rise to Brazilian Portuguese. Section 7. A family divided Brazilian and European Portuguese. Over the centuries, Brazilian Portuguese and European Portuguese, separated by the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, evolved along distinct paths. While they share a common ancestor and remain mutually intelligible, they developed unique phonetic, lexical, and grammatical features. Brazilian Portuguese was influenced by the languages of indigenous peoples and African slaves, resulting in a rich and melodic sound. European Portuguese, on the other hand, was shaped by its interactions with other European languages. Brazilian Portuguese is characterized by its open vowels, nasalization, and the use of a more musical intonation. Despite these differences, speakers of Brazilian Portuguese and European Portuguese can generally understand each other. Section 8. Portuguese in the modern world. A global language. Today, Portuguese is a global language, spoken by over 250 million people worldwide. It is an official language of Portugal, Brazil, Angola, Mozambique, Cape Verde, Guinea-Bissau, São Tomé and Príncipe, and East Timor. Portuguese is also spoken in Macau, Goa, and other parts of the world that were once part of the Portuguese Empire. The global reach of Portuguese is a testament to the enduring legacy of the Portuguese Empire. Section 9. One language, many voices. The future of Portuguese. The future of Portuguese is bright. As a global language with a rich history and a vibrant present, it continues to evolve and adapt to the changing world. One of the challenges facing Portuguese is the issue of language standardization. The existence of two major varieties, Brazilian Portuguese and European Portuguese, with their own distinct features, has led to debates about which variety should be considered the standard. However, there is a growing recognition that both varieties are equally valid and important. Efforts are underway to promote greater understanding and cooperation between speakers of Brazilian Portuguese and European Portuguese. The journey of the Portuguese language is a testament to the power of language to connect people, bridge cultures, and shape history.